What's up YouTube? Happy Tuesday to all my hacks out there. Hopefully all having a good day today. Now before the battle starts, I'm going to take a quick minute or two to talk about my future uploads to this channel. Now for those of you who don't want to listen to me ramble on for about a minute or two, here are two links to skip right to the team preview and right to the battle. So yeah, for those of you who actually listen to me, I want to thank you. Now, regarding my future uploads to this channel, I'm not going to be doing picture-picture for the next week or two, just because my personal life and school life is really getting in the way. I just come home extremely tired and just lazy after school. Also, I won't talk about my personal life because that's personal, but yeah, stuff is going on there too. Now, hopefully you guys will not be bothered by that I'm not going to be uploading picture-in-picture and that I will be uploading regular narrations and regular videos. So yeah, for those of you who did not get to see my 1-year anniversary video, a link to that should be in the top right or left-hand corner of the video, so make sure to go check that out. Now, today's battle is against NARANagi. Very cool dude. His channel link will be down in the description, so I highly recommend you to go check him out, guys. Now, let's get right into the team preview. As you can see, my team is very, very offensively based, and this is because this was a team made by me and my very, very good friend, Sour Boss, and this was our take of hyper offense in UU. Now, originally we were supposed to have battles together with this team and narrate the battles together, but because Sour is very busy with college, that isn't able to happen. So I thought I would do my own battles with this and then just give him a shout out every time I do upload a battle with this team. But yeah, now I can't speak English, guys. I'm sorry. From the team preview, the biggest threats on his team are going to be the Cresselia, the Darmanitan, and the Slowking. Now, Darmanitan should not be that big of a nuisance just because I do have my own Scarf Raikou, and if his Darmanitan is Scarf, I am obviously faster than him. Cresselia and Slowking, two fucking annoying walls because my team is so offensive. I know I'm not going to be able to one-shot those things, so hopefully I can work around them decently well and they won't cause me to lose the battle, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. So he's going to be leading off with the Slowking, as I'm going to be leading off with my Raikou. Now, just the fact that he led off with Slowking was weird enough, so that automatically told me that he was a Zoroark. But the reason why I didn't go for the Aura Sphere was because, well, if he's got the Sash, then he's going to be able to live and just hit me with a Dark Pulse or a Night Daze, and I don't want to take any unnecessary damage on my Raikou. So I decided to Volt Switch, and I'm going to go into my Kingdra because from the team preview, I saw that Kingdra was the most useless thing I had, and he actually turns out to have a Fling Light Ball Zoroark. I don't know how to react to that. Whatever. So he's going to switch out into a Slowking now. Because I know I can take at least one Psychic, I decided to stay in, even though I did get paralyzed the first turn and go for the Draco Meteor. As you saw there, the paralysis really didn't matter. But this turn, knowing that he's going to be able to take me out with the Psychic, I'm hoping that he will go for the Scald as I bring in my Mew. And if he does burn me, then I can hopefully synchronize the burn over. But he actually ends up going for the Toxic. So, out of a stupid prediction, I actually get lucky and I paralyze the Slowking. Or so I thought that was a good thing, and you'll see later on in this battle that the Toxic on the Slowking actually benefits him, which I hate when that fucking happens. Whatever. Anyways, he's going to go on to Porygon Z as I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot now. I know going for the Nasty Plot was a bit risky because he could have possibly had the Dragon Tail, but I'm going to be able to scout out for that. Now here you see that I do have the Vacuum Wave. Now don't call me stupid and be like, oh, he learns Aura Sphere. Yeah, I know he does. But the reason why I have Vacuum Wave on this Mew is solely for Sharpedo, because Sharpedo can be a very, very big fucking threat, especially to hyper offense teams like mine. Plus, it's also priority, so that's the only reason why we have Vacuum Wave on our Mew. And as you saw there, he actually had a physically offensive Porygon Z, which was just completely weird. Nagi, what are you doing? Whatever. So, I'm going to go into my Azelf as he goes on to Zoroark. Now, he did go for the Sucker Punch thinking I would finish him off. So, I do get up my Light Screen, and this turn I'm going to go for my Stealth Rock on the off chance that maybe he thought I would go for the U-turn, or go for the U-turn yet, because Zen Headbutt really wouldn't do anything to him. But yeah, now, the reason... Now, here I'm thinking, well, he did not see U-turn for me, so he's possibly thinking I have Zen Headbutt. And that's going to play a bit of a role later on in the battle. As his turn, he goes on to Darmanitan. Now, the reason why I stayed in on Darmanitan was because, well, he had Fling Zoroark, and he had Double-Edged Porygon Z. So, I was thinking that this Darmanitan was going to be the Sub-Punch set, so I decided to stay in, go for the taunt, catch him as he goes for the Substitute, then get up my Reflect, and hopefully die off. But no, he does go straight for the U-turn, and because he did outspeed me, he's obviously Scarfed, as I do taunt the Slowking, which really isn't that big of a deal. But this turn now, I went out to my Raikou knowing that I do have the Light Screen up, and even though I am the event Entei, sorry, even though I am the event Raikou, which I know should be shiny. I'm going to fix that after this battle, after this narration, sorry. I knew I could take one surf. Now the reason why I didn't go for the Volt Switch and hard switch directly out into my Kindra was just because I am Choice Scarfed, so I didn't want to lock myself into Volt Switch as he brought in this Nidoking, because that really would have been hurtful for me in the long run of the battle. But as you saw, he actually ended up switching himself out into Cresselia, and I'm going to go straight for the Draco Meteor. And even though I am modest, max special attack and Life Orb with the light screen up, that still does a very decent chunk of damage to the Cresselia. As it goes out to Slowking, not Slow, what? I keep wanting to call Nidoking Slowking. What the fuck am I doing? Whatever. So, just go switch out to my Raikou as he switched down to his Nidoking. Now, the reason why I stayed in and possibly risked being KO'd by the Earth Power was because, well, even though I am Rash Nature, Raikou does have some very, very good, decent, I want to say, special bulk, and I do have the light screen up, and as you saw there, I'm just barely able to live the Earth Power, and I can get off 2 Hidden Power Ices, which is just great, as he actually does turn out to be Life Orb because he did switch up the move, so I know that he's not Scarf and that he's not Specs. Now here's where me not revealing my 4th move on my Azoth actually benefits me in the long run, because I know he's possibly going to be fearing the Zen Headbutt. I'm actually going to stay in and freely get up a Light Screen as he switches down to the Slowking, which Light Screen on Slowking really isn't that big of a deal. Sorry. So this turn, I'm going to switch out to my Kingdra just basically for Death Fodder. Now, I bet you're wondering, why didn't you go out into Lilligant and start setting up? Well, I didn't want to go into Lilligant, 1, because I can't go for Sleep Powder on the Slowking, and 2, if I did go for the Quiver Dance and he for some reason stayed in, then he could possibly hit me with a Thunder Wave, which really would have just would have been like taking a shit on my life. So yeah, I didn't want to risk him having the Thunder Wave with Lilligant, because I know my Lilligant or my Porygon Z, as you see here, is one of my 2 main ways to possibly end up winning this battle. So, unfortunately, I do get the attack download over the special attack download, but nah, it's not really that big of a deal. As this turn, I'm just going to go for the Agility. Now, I did say I am scared of him possibly having a Thunder Wave, but that's also another reason why I did go for it, on the off chance that, well, if he does have the Thunder Wave, I can scout out for that. But no, because he did switch out, I know he possibly doesn't carry it, and I'm just going to be able to kill off the Nidoking with the Tri-Attack as it goes down to Cresselia. Now, this is modest, max special attack, and super effective, and that only did about, I want to say, 35% to Cresselia. Holy shit, why are you so bulky? Oh, I fucking hate Cresselia. This thing was the bane of my existence, and he's able to get up a light screen, which is just fucking frustrating. Oh my god. So I managed to get rid of Cresselia. Now the last big threat on this team is going to be the Slowking. Ironically enough, 2 of the 3 threats that were on this team, he's down to, because he's down to Darmanitan and down to Slowking, I believe. So I do actually get a flinch with my Dark Pulse, which is just great. Now, borrowing that I can get maybe another flinch or 2, I will be able to hopefully win this battle, because I am Agility, I am a +2, I should fairly easily be able to outspeed Scarf Darmanitan. Unfortunately, I do not get the 2nd flinch, and he's going to be able to KO me with the Surf, which means I'm just down to my Azoth, and I'm just down to my Lilligant. So at this point, I do believe the battle is over, just because he's easily going to be able to kill me with my Azoth. Now, I just went for Reflect. I'm not really too sure why. Now, the reason why I'm saying this battle is over, and I know that I lost, is because, well, I can't Sleep Powder the Slowking, and this is where actually him being toxic benefited him in the long run, because I couldn't put him to sleep, and even if I had gone for the Quiver Dance, because I am modest Life Orb and not timid Life Orb, he would still be able to outspeed me either way. So yeah, there's not really much I could have done after my Porygon Z did die. But it was a very narrow 1-0 loss. So yeah, very good game, Nagi. Make sure to go check him out, and make sure to go check out Sarah Boss. Make sure to click the like button and the subscriber button, guys. And with that, I do believe I am out of here. Later.